plaintiff, Jamie French, rented an apartment with the defendant, and she claims the defendant was a severe pill addict who used OxyContin. Jamie says when the defendant and her boyfriend moved out, they failed to pay an electric bill, so she's suing. Defendant Jasmine Percoli insists Jamie is the one who asked Jasmine to snort lines of cocaine with her. Jasmine says Jamie had sex with a different guy every night, including their fourth roommate. And after she moved out, Jamie started harassing her boyfriend at work.
All right, tell me what happened.
Well, Jasmine and I were former friends, and I believe that we became enemies because of her really bad pill addiction. She mainly likes to stick to OxyContin. I've literally witnessed her.
Where do you know her from?
From work. I was hired in November 2009.
Okay. You all hang out after work at all?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Okay.
Jamie was doing coke lines off in our living room.
I was not. She literally.
What? She was doing cocaine lines off in the living room.
I did not. Okay. She literally every single day I had to clean that coffee table because of her and Chad chopping up those.
I was going to ask her why would she hang out with a dope fiend if you weren't engaged in some of that yourself. You didn't have any sober friends you could hang out with at work?
Before we moved in together, it was not nearly. I thought it was an occasional party thing. She would do it occasionally before we moved in together. I noticed that she did it occasionally. I never partook. I don't agree with it at all.
But you admit that you knew she was doing it before you moved in with
Yeah.
her.
I wasn't doing
occasionally,
anything.
yeah.
Well, no, I'm just going by what she said, and I'm just curious as to why you would move in with a person that uses a heroin substitute occasionally.
Yeah, it was dumb.
She would try to get me to do her lines off the glass coffee table in the living room.
Are you kidding me?
I don't know why she's bringing up anything else.
Are you kidding me?
Oh,
No,
wow.
you smoke weed she smoked weed in the bathroom.
Wow.
Ma'am, please let her finish. You talked about her using a heroin substitute. She's calling you a crackhead. Go ahead.
Well, she'd smoke weed in the bathroom, do cocaine lines. She'd be drunk every night. I was going to college at the time, so I'm trying to study and think about my algebra test, and I'm listening to her head banging on the wall, her having sex with a different guy every night.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
no, she really did.
Ma'am, are you in college?
No, I'm not.
No?
I work full time though.
All right. Did you ever attend college?
No, not yet. I can't afford it right now. Yeah, and she failed.
Okay.
She probably just went to get the money, honestly.
What other background you want to give me on you all's friendship or tenancy, and then we'll get to the electric bill. But go ahead. What else you want to tell me?
Well, prior to us moving in, we planned on moving in September, and Chad approached me and said, can my best friend move in with us? How do you feel about that? And I assumed since he had a job and, if he was going to be able to financially afford it, then I don't see why not. So I agreed, and everything fell apart within that first week.
How?
I noticed that the fourth roommate did not leave even his pajamas. It was funky. His room was funky. He didn't even get out of his pajamas or shower or anything within that first week. So I approached Jasmine at work. She said, I wasn't supposed to be the one to tell you this, but he doesn't have a job. He got laid off. I said, well, you knew that when we signed the lease? She said, yeah. I was furious because I never would have agreed to be on the lease. Right. I'm a responsible adult. I work full time. I care about my future.
You take a blow every now and then. Other than that, you're responsible adult. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So anyway,
go ahead, ma'am. I'm having fun with you. You're gonna accuse this woman. She accused you.
I'm very against it.
Am I to believe you? Huh?
It frustrates me because I'm very against it.
It frustrates her.
It hurts my feelings that she would go this low to be so petty about $156. I tried to finish out the lease with her. I tried to be an adult with her.
She's going to tell me why she's doing this. How does she owe you for an electric bill?
Basically what ended up happening is, so we kicked out that fourth roommate, then we added another roommate, which ends up being her brother. And I wanted to help. I agreed because she felt...
probably what?
She probably had sex with my brother too. And she had sex with all of our
You seen your brother?
She had sex with our fourth roommate. I don't know why she just didn't ask him for the money because she was having sex with him anyway. I don't know why she blamed
crazy.
I don't know why she didn't blame
I
don't know why she blamed me for him not paying when they were having sex together.
How many of the roommates you say she had sex with?
I don't know if she had sex for sure with my brother. I don't really know about that, but I know for a fact that she had sex with our fourth roommate and a couple of Chad's best friends. And they're probably watching right now, so.
You want to comment on that? State your name.
Chad.
You're supposed to give me your whole name, sir. But
Chad Andrade.
All right. And the reason I'm letting him speak, ma'am, is because this is her defense. That this guy who you are talking about, you all put out, and she allowed him to come in and he didn't pay. She's saying you had sex with this guy. So now she's going to have her witness tell me about your propensity to have relations with roommates. What do you know, sir?
Yes, before we all moved in together, we all were hanging out, and she stayed the night many times at the fourth roommate's house before we were all moved in together, about a week before.
Did you have any luck? No?
No.
Okay. She says everybody.
No, I
so
was
you're
with
not
her.
a direct witness. What do you know about her seeing these other men?
Well, they were all my friends, and I all heard from them. The fourth roommate told me directly.
Okay. Let's get to the specifics of the electric bill.
Okay, so by the time I wanted to move out, I wanted my own place because I was tired of these two crazy people. And so I signed a promissory note with them stating that they had a remaining balance of $111.47.
Oh, you have a note. Let me see that. And they haven't paid it?
They hadn't paid it at the time, the day that we signed it.
All right, let me hear from her. Ma'am?
She bullied me into signing that note.
How so?
I wanted to finish out the remainder of our lease, which was only a few months. I said, let's be adults about this. Let's finish out our lease. Then we can get separate units. She didn't want to do this. So I needed the deposit that I had paid. And the only way she would give me my portion of the security deposit back was if I signed that. And I needed that money to move into a different unit because she didn't want to finish it out with me. She would try to get me to do her lines off the glass coffee table in the living room.
Are you kidding me?
I don't know why she's bringing up anything else.
Are you kidding me?
Oh,
No,
wow.
you smoke weed, and she smoked weed in the bathroom.
Wow.
Ma'am, please let her finish. You talked about her using a heroin substitute. She's calling you a crackhead. Go ahead.
Plaintiff Jamie French rented an apartment with the defendant, and she claims the defendant was a severe pill addict who used OxyContin.
All right, so you signed it, and so obviously she gave you your money.
Yes.
So once she gave you your money, then did you have any reason after that to pay the $156?
Yes, I did. I transferred it all into my name.
Why? If you don't believe you legitimately owed it, why
She
would
was
you pay
harassing
somebody
my
who was
boyfriend at work. She was coming to
you
our
paid
work.
because of the boyfriend?
Well, no. But she was bringing problems to our workplace because I had worked with her
maybe
too.
I didn't hear something. I thought I heard you mention boyfriend.
Well, I quit. We all worked together. I quit, and then she started going through him.
I want to make sure I'm hearing properly. See, I'm a little older than you. I may have hearing issues. My mind doesn't work as quick as yours, perhaps.
Okay.
That's why I have to slow you down and ask you to say something about harassing your boyfriend at work.
Yeah, she never.
Okay, so you were paying her because she was harassing your boyfriend, and you thought if you paid her that she would stop harassing you?
What that is about is an electricity bill that I had owed her. I admit to owing her that $156.
Then why are we debating this?
The only reason that we signed that was for the security deposit itself. And then afterwards we had our...
Let me inform you. She's only suing you for a $156 electric bill. We've been debating this, and you've been saying she made you and this and that. And then I just heard you say, I admit I owe the $156 for the electric bill. Get back in college as soon as you can. Judge me for the blame. Have a good day.
I'm really frustrated with her because the only reason that she pulled out any of that information was because she didn't want me to make her look bad on TV.
When you were the one who started the drug abuse.
Yeah, when you're the one that
was
needs to go to
sleeping-
rehab.
You're the
You're
one that needs
sleeping
to
with
go to
everyone
rehab for your pill addiction.
You're the one that's doing coke.
I do not.
Smoking weed in the bathroom.
I don't have a problem. I do not need to go to rehab, and you do.
A lot of weed.
You do. That's right. Look at both of you guys. Both of you are both of us have jobs.